demands that the CXOs of organizations come up with innovative ideas and take strong decisions to weather such kind of storms in future also. A CXO should strategize and plan for the relatively unknown. One of the board expectations from the IT leaders or from the leaders, business leaders also in any organization is how can they quickly generate data, analyze, and prepare plans on almost daily, hourly, or within a minute? Can we do that? So that's what the board expects. Through digitization, lots of data will be getting generated, that we all know. The traffic will be moving north, south, east, west, and there will be speed in those kind of a traffic. So the importance of data management will be a pertinent need for everybody in an organization. For example, the data first strategy, data availability. So many business and finance heads have already started reimagining and re-strategizing their data management and crafting the KPIs for their department and the business. The key success through data management is to analyze the streaming data for insights and then take action based on these insights on the fly. This should also be coupled with proper visual interfaces and user experience platforms. So let us start the session. Let me share the screen. Great. So we are talking about your business X-ray platform, where the challenge is what we discussed. Can we get real-time data? Anytime, anywhere, people working from anywhere. Still the business should run. Okay. So today we'll be discussing about this particular organization and the services and the products. It's about Cockpit. The organization Cockpit has a strong 250 plus member. It is a very, very lean but effective organization. Okay, more than 250 members. The customer acquisitions, what we have done is more than 200. Different kind of projects that we'll be discussing here. We have offerings on premises as well as in the cloud. Okay, and we are doing this for the last more than 9 years. We'll be entering to the 10th year. Okay, Cockpit is a team computers holding organization, and who does not know team computers? Because the organization Team Computers, which is the parent company, is a 35-year young organization. This year we completed 35 years, spread around 750 plus locations across India. Okay, and we are targeting towards a business value of around 3,000 crores completing this financial year. It is actually an organization who are a unique organization for digital transformation projects where we align with customers. Okay, if you look into the left bottom corner, the 3 circles, what you see, where we offer services, products, and solutions across hardware, infrastructure, applications, and anything as a service. Okay, so very, very strong practice with more than 3,500 engineers, people, data scientists working together. And Cockpit is a holding company for Team Computers. The leaders, meet our leaders from Cockpit, Mr. Ranjan Chopra, who is the first generation of entrepreneur, started Team Computers and also has a holding in Cockpit. Mr. Jatin Shani, who is a director, and the head of Cockpit business is Mr. Pranab Paul. If you see our journey, how it started, okay, Team Computers is 35-year-old, but the holding company Cockpit, the operation started in Delhi in the year 2014, okay, when it was launched, and slowly but very effectively, the next year we entered the SME market, small and medium enterprise market, and targeted towards the organization. In fact, in that particular period of 2014-15, people actually have started thinking about how can they do business analysis, and they get data as a business intelligence platform. Okay. So multiple things, multiple awards won, multiple projects year on year we have achieved, and we have implemented successfully those projects. Okay. And currently we are trying to acquire around more than 500 customers in this particular level in the next financial year, and we want to become the leaders in business analytics and business intelligence by 2025. Now, friends, look into this particular picture. What do we see? We see a actual cockpit of an aeroplane. Let's think of a cockpit, a plane which is going to fly, and a pilot has been assigned a job to sit in this particular cockpit and fly a plane. The plane is flying, he has started flying. However, he doesn't have a clue of the destination where the plane is going. Data are flowing from different sources, from the engine, from different sources of air conditioning system, okay, from the radar. From everywhere data is flowing around, but he's unable to correlate the data and get the final destination. Okay, he's unable to monitor what is going on in the plane. Okay, he's unable to give because he's stressed, he's unable to give the best of the customer service, what is expected in aeroplane. He's not getting the right insights from the different data sources which are coming. Is getting displayed, but he's unable to correlate it. Do you think that kind of a plane, that kind of a pilot sitting in that cockpit can actually reach the desired destination? I think no. So I exactly map the same thing to other business challenges, what we see. What are the business challenges as IT leaders, as business leaders, as finance leaders we face? Uncertain future, as the pilot was flying around. Okay, no certainty. Okay, there are multiple technology upgrades which are happening, and we have to upgrade ourselves based on the need of the market, based on the need of the hour. Okay, do we actually have, we have multiple data sources coming in, cross-channel data, reports coming in, but do we have a single source of truth from where we can actually generate the insights? Are we actually monitoring the performance of the manpower, performance of the business processes, performance of our finance process? Are we able to monitor? Are we doing the right thing in managing our finances? Are we getting the insights from the data, or it's just information, data flowing left, right, center? And we are seeing that information, but not the insights. This is exactly are the business challenges which many organizations are facing, and the IT leaders are looking for a solution for that. We said that we started as a core niche organization in 2014, focusing specifically on analytics and business intelligence. Our core competencies around this are around data management, where actually we help organization, it may be on-prem, it may be on cloud, to collect data from different sources, transfer, utilize, what you talk about, the ETL. Okay, we do it. Integration of data, different structured, unstructured data flowing into the organization. It is not always a structured data. How do we actually do an integration of that data, manage that data, do a transformation, do a basically cleansing of that data, okay, convert the data, massage it, and bring out the real insight from the data, which will actually help the business for a growth. And that's the core of a digital transformation journey for any kind of a organization. Okay, we also have the normal business intelligence way of working, and also we have advanced and predictive analytics tools, which sits on top of your data and actually help you to do a predictive analysis. The advanced analytic tools are around behavior analysis, around customer value and loyalty, Okay, we get data from market. There are sales data coming in, financial data coming in, market data coming in. Okay, but how do we actually do analysis using the right kind of tool? Okay, cross-selling analytics, and definitely, how do we enter into a market, with our product and do analysis that which product actually suits which kind of market. So all these things we have been doing in the advanced analytics part. Our major technology partner, we work with Microsoft platform. Okay, so we have Power BI services and also we have big data services. On Power BI services, we can work on all the platforms. It may be your Azure, Python, okay, Spark. So we are there. Okay, on the big data services, we work on the core Microsoft platforms, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI. Okay, so this is where we have been doing, and our core resides there. Now, we say that there are challenges. We say that we have expertise to do it. We say that we are partners to Microsoft for all these solutions. So what we did, we also made, with our experience working in different industry verticals, we also made some off-the-shelf product line, which actually can be a source of very, very fast deployment. Okay, so if you talk about Nucleus, which is a data warehousing and ETL solution tool, okay, it's off the shelf, bring in to organization. A very, very minimal customization, and yes, on a click you have your data, your insights working on that. Okay, we have the business suite, the business X-ray platform, which actually resolves your operational bottlenecks. It should be a very, very frictionless, smooth operation for any organization. Things should not wait for anybody. It should be a frictionless operations. That's where your business X-ray platforms bring the value for your organization. Okay, your mobility solutions. So all these are basically off-the-shelf product lines, what we have, which any organizations from any business vertical can talk to us, deploy it, and get the results immediately. Some success stories of industry implementation, if you talk about agriculture, FMCG, retail, manufacturing, you name it. Okay, we have the expertise in implementation. That is the reason we have more than 250 plus customers, okay, and which is spread across these industry verticals. Success stories, okay, some very, very good name, and these are the customers which is actually not a transactional engagement. We have been working with these customers hands in glove, okay, helping them for their insights, designing, redesigning, reimagining the dashboards, giving them insights for years. Couple of case studies I will take. The first one is for a healthy food manufacturing organization where they had a problem statement wherein they were unable to effectively manage the procurement, leading to increased cost. That was a problem statement. So the team with our cockpit solution, they worked on them, and actually the outcome after 6 months was implementation with a saving of 5% cost on procurement. The next case study, if I talk about a leading FMCG organization in India, their problem statement was a diminished employee productivity. Say that unless you have a visibility, you cannot see your business moving, your people having a productivity. So diminished employee productivity due to manual report analysis. They did not have an automated tool, and inability to analyze market trends and customer behavior. So once deployed, the solution was deployed, the company experienced a 7% growth in sales productivity in the subsequent quarter. These are real case studies. Third, a fastest growing food company in India, unable to manage orders due to delays in various supply chain process. We are taking a supply chain challenge, delivering delays, causing expired or low shelf life of the products. Okay, so all these challenges for this fastest growing food company. Outcomes after deployment: logistic cost reduced by 9 to 12% in the first quarter, and reduction in penalty orders, the late payment, delayed. Okay, so it actually had a cost saving. The fourth, a multinational food, snacks, and beverage organization. What was the problem statement? Lack of visibility into future consumption. Will the market consume? At what volume will it consume? What amount of manufacturing, what quantity of manufacturing should we do it? All those were the problems, challenges statement. So outcome after deployment: Business impact was the forecast accuracy across millions of transactions, increase in flavor shot add-ons generating incremental revenue, and identifying which are their core and the key product which will actually play in the market, which will have a more consumption rather than a slow product which doesn't have a visibility or consumption in the market. Helped in their inventory management. And the last case study, if you talk about, is a multinational confectionery manufacturing organization again. The client's R&D needed insight into how to collaborate the different pieces and create value of the, and they were having an inaccuracy in the manual data processing. So it has a huge business impact when it was deployed. It started giving insights on customer segmentation and variable change implications for this confectionery industry. Short, medium, and long-term strategies they could do once they started getting insights from these data, which they got through this deployment. So there are similarly many case studies what we have done. Okay, couple of customer appreciation. The brands are well-known brands, international brands, Mars International, where their IT head, they actually have given us appreciation of what we have done and how it actually has helped him in the productivity of his organization. Sanctum Wealth Management, SG Analytics, Piramal Group, and for the good job what we have been doing since past 9+ years, some awards and recognitions, the market recognitions what we have received. Okay, and some couple of more are there in future. Okay, with the help of you all, we can implement best of the class business analytics platforms to help your business grow, which will in turn have a association with you people. So if you have a business goal, we are there for you. You have the numbers, you have the email ID, the coordinates mentioned here. Okay, our team will be in touch with you to take care of you. And thanks, that's what we need to have to say. Now, after this particular presentation, I would invite, let me stop sharing. I would love to invite Sandeep Saini from our team and Prashant Srivastava from our team. We will have a short quiz. There will be 5 questions. The questions will be asked from this presentation, what we have just showcased. And we would request you to participate in this quiz. It is with myquiz.org. The URL is mentioned above there. Please scan this particular, you take your mobile phone, enter this URL, play.myquiz.org. Scan this particular QR code. You'll get a quiz code which is 008-25308. Once you all have joined, we will see how many people have joined. And Sandeep, can you help me out in this? Then we'll start the quiz.
So you guys need to just log on to myquiz.org, and there you need to click a play button, and then you can type a code that is reflecting on the screen, and maybe you can scan this code on the screen from your mobile phone so that you can join. I can see one person has joined, so we'll get a count here in below active users, how many users are joining. Once we have all of you, then we can start the quiz. We have around 5 questions in a row, and definitely we have a prize for you guys, a surprise gift.
And anybody facing any challenge in joining, you can just write in the chat. We'll try to help you out.
So I'm repeating again. So myquiz.org पर हमें login करना है myquiz.org पर, and then you just need to click on the play button, and वहाँ पे आपको ये quiz code जो आपको डालना है 008253008. जब ये आप कोड डालेंगे तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली एक इस क्विज के अंदर ज्वाइन कर लेंगे. So 3 active users we have till now.
We need more participation. Anyone facing any challenge, please do write in the chat.
So we have 5 joinees.
We'll wait for you. We'll wait for you.
6.
There are exciting gifts for the winners.
Can you put the URL in the chat, Sandeep?
Yeah, I can put the URL in the chat also. So it's myquiz.org.
Play.myquiz.org.
Yes.
It is play.myquiz.org.
play.myquiz.org और मैं ये chat पे भी डाल देता हूँ so that you guys can access and join immediately. So we have 9 users as of now and we are waiting for more. Maybe in 2 minutes we can start the show, quiz show. We have 5 back-to-back questions. You guys need to answer that. So in each quiz, we have around 5 winners. We'll announce the winners immediately after this when we end this quiz. So 14 users, I can see 15.
It's not seems not a tough quiz.
So you guys also use you also guys can use that link that we have mentioned in the chat box to join. So we have 24 users. I think Prasenjit sir, that's great. We have around 25, 26 users and this number is going up. Good to see participation from the users. We have 5 gifts, 5 who win, top 5 maybe. So I'm starting this quiz from now. Let's start.
And here comes the first question.
The solutions provided by Cockpit are available. So we have options on premises only, on cloud only, both on premises and on cloud, or on web only.
Fastest finger first.
Yeah, time also matters. So जो सबसे पहले देगा वो भी एक benefit रहेगा. So we have another question. Cockpit Analytics was inaugurated in which year? Cockpit Analytics कब establish हुआ? 2015, 13, 14 and 16. Answer was 13. And now we have third questions from the 5th. Which among the following is not the solution provided by Cockpit Analytics? Is it Nucleus, Business Suite, Business X-ray, Business Trends? Business Trends is the correct answer. Now we have another question, 4th out of 5. Which among the following is not a part of our capabilities? Is it data integration, data transformation, ERP implementation, or business intelligence? It's ERP implementation. Let's move to the final question of this quiz. With which visualization tool Cockpit Analytics deal with? Power BI, Tableau, or is it Click, or maybe all of the above? So it's Power BI. Let's see who are the top performer, top 5 who are getting gifts from the Cockpit. First number is Amrita Pawar, then second is Tushar, third is Rachin Vivor, Shubham, and congratulations to you guys, and we'll contact you to take your address to deliver the surprise gifts. Thank you for the participation.
Thanks, congrats. So friends, keep listening to us because the next one is a a demo on cockpit, which will be taken by Alkesh from the cockpit team. But listen to it because there will be another round of quiz from the demo. So be alert, listen to it, be focused so you can win that quiz. Thanks. Alkesh.
Thank you, Prasanji, sir. Okay. So thank you. Thanks for your all for attending this session. So I'm just sharing my screen. Okay. So as Mr. Prashanjit has mentioned about uh, how there are certain business challenges which are getting with us day by day, and then one of those key challenges amongst them was a single version of truth which is not available uh, within the organizations, and some other challenges were there. So via this cockpit architecture, we are solving all these challenges. So I'll just demonstrate, or I'll just walk you through how this works and how we are enabling the business users with this visualization layer as well. On your left, you have the data sources. So your SAP, be it Oracle, ERP, be it your flat files or your IoT data. So all of these are getting into this cockpit studio, which is our proprietary. Then all that cleansing, massaging that sir has mentioned above. So uh, so all of these happened this just here in the data transformation there. Then you get all the data, all your data, your cleans data into the data warehouse, on top of which your visualization layer works, which is your Power BI, which can be your other mobile applications as well. Uh, since we have our products which we deal in with Power BI as well as with mobile applications, Business X-ray, as well as Cockpit Nucleus. So all of these work on the top of your data warehouse, and data warehouse acts as a single version of truth for all of your data sources. Some of the business user might feel that you have multiple data sources. Some of them might have legacy systems as well. All these problems get mitigated once this cockpit architecture gets implemented in your uh, business architecture. So this is one such example how we are dealing with this, how you can mitigate all your business problems, and then onwards to the visualization layer, you get all your queries answered of your data. Sometimes it is very important to get into those data points, but which cannot be taken care of only via Excel or some legacy systems. So this is where our expertise come in, and I'll just walk you through to one of our product, which is Cockpit Business Suite, which helps you get all those insights. So all these as on your screen, as you can see, you have various modules of the ERP. So this is an actual implementation on top of your ERP, various modules: sales, account receivables, payables, inventory, production, finance, purchase, and CXO. So all of these combined are a part of a CXO as well in a summarized way. I'll walk you through one by one, and then which will help you see how we are enabling our business users to get more of their data, right? So I'll start with the sales now. So this is an actual implementation which is available in Power BI. So I'm just demonstrating the same to you. So as you can see on your screen, so this is a sales dashboard where on the front page you have your target versus actuals, your trends, month-on-month trends, your company-wise trends, or your business unit-wise trends. This might be your some other segments as well. If you can feel business units, or the segments might fit there as well. RSM-wise analysis, target versus actuals, and your region-wise target versus actuals. So all of these are available within this sales dashboard. Your YOY sales comparisons, current year with respect to the previous year, and the growth percentages against it. the year-on-year gross margins, current year comparisons with respect to previous year. Again, the change percentages are marked in color coding as well, helping you that how this data, whether it is good or bad. So the color coding itself helps you. So the YOY sales, in which if the sales growth is less than 0, it will be marked in red. If the growth rate is moderate, which is 0 to 30, it will be marked in amber color. And then if the growth rate is greater than 30, it will be marked in green color. So I'll just also help you with this KPI, which is required sales per day. So which is showing you your average sales per day and then your targeted sales per day. So this is a running calculation. You can relate it to your required run rate in cricket. So at any moment of time within a month, let's say this data is up till 20th of October. So the average sales per day till 20th of October is 302 lakhs. So the values are in lakhs, which is displayed on top. So 302 lakhs is the number. And on 20th of October, you should achieve 449.97 lakhs every day to achieve this target. So that typically means if on the next day you are doing 449 lakhs of business, then this will remains the same. If you are doing less than 449 lakhs on the next day, this will automatically increase, which happens in cricket as well. So required run rate is how this goes. So as the topic of this webinar was that how you can get more from your data. So this is one way of just capturing this. Like suppose every user at any point, any level within your organization might feel that how they can achieve their targets. So every day they can come and see this particular visual and see what is their target for today. So this is how these kind of dashboards can help them achieve their numbers as well, and obviously they will contribute more towards the growth of the company. The new acquisitions within this year that has happened. So for every month, you can see how many new customers or how many new acquisitions you have had. So this is number one. Then obviously moving on to the sales analysis part. So this is very, very important. So I'll just be very, very brief about this, but then of course we can have a detailed session about this afterwards as well. You can get in touch with us. So the sales analysis part, as you can see on top, you have your year-on-year growth. If it is less than 0, it is marked in color coding as red. This is compared with same time previous year. So this is one of the kind of analysis that we generally do. We are not comparing it with respect to the previous year whole, which obviously will give us a different number. But year-on-year growth comparisons with respect to same time previous year will help you analyze how in same time you are doing. So let's say you have LIC, which is marked in red in your customer group. If I just hover on it, you can see the sales current year compared to the previous year, and the growth percentage is in negative. That is why it is marked in red. You can just click on this and see across dimensions how this particular customer has varied. So you can particularly pinpoint that in the north region you are having red. So that means you should focus more in the north region, and the business unit you should focus more on this workspace and ES. Obviously, by just hovering on it, I am able to see the growth percentages, how much growth it has, and in the product section as well. I see that in the ISS section only I am having the year-on-year growth less. So I believe the product to focus is ISS, which is clear from you can say a cross-dimensional view, a 360-degree view, which is available on a single page. So these type of insights you can clearly see just on a click of button. So the account manager which is responsible for this particular customer who is handling this customer is Shrikant Gule. So so you can get some actionable insights from these kind of visuals. Next, you can get a scorecard of all these customers as well as product-wise scorecards and salesperson-wise scorecards, wherein you are getting your sales current year comparisons with respect to previous year, your gross margin comparisons, and all those analysis. You can see which are your top products, top salespersons, and your top customers. So all of these are available. Obviously, color coded in a format that you can easily absorb these numbers. There are a lot of numbers I can see. So all of these with some filters on top, you can get the maximum from this if any kind of report you want to generate. In the last, I'll explain about this self-service part. So this is very, very important for any business user. Sometimes people feel and business users want to have all of these, you can say, very leveraging and very, very exciting Power BI visuals into their own hands. What they can do is just click on this, just change this visual to whatever they want to. Let's say this currently is showing sales of YTD current year with respect to YTD previous year. If I want to compare the MTD of current month with respect to MTD previous month, I can just go here and change this, right? And I can personalize this. So this is called a personalization view, which we have used here. Then, okay, sorry. So I have, yes, sorry. So the sales MTD current month comparisons with respect to sales MTD previous month. And then if I want to save this, this report will particularly, or this page will get particularly saved for me. Every business user within the organization can save a particular page, can change it throughout the day whenever he wants to. So this is one of the self-service part that we have kept it in the sales module as well. So this is one of the advantages. So apart from getting the more from the data that is available there, this helps them get the feel the power in their own hands as well. So next, so we have covered the sales part till now. Next, moving on to the receivables part, account receivables. So from a business point of view, it is very, very important that if you are selling something, you should be able to get the profits from it as well. So very important to know in how many days you are collecting your money. So the customer wise details are available with respect to the aging part, as you can see. So obviously these are also color coded, and you can see here as well the amount of money that you require from the customers which are falling in these brackets. So if I click on the most red one here, so I should know that which are my most defaulted customers probably. So so these are the customers, and if I click on the drill down button, so drill down functionality, which helps the customers drill to the next level, is available within Power BI itself. And you can see the various invoice numbers and the amount which is pertaining to all these invoices. So these are the pending from Reliance Health Insurance. So then you have certain visuals of receivables, DSO, day sales outstanding, which is and then receivables versus DSO. So DSO, I believe most of the business users will be knowing this by heart, and then maybe tracking this as well. So this all dashboards we have kept in mind, keeping these figures as well as these terminologies. Then we have our drill down to the next level as well, wherein we are looking at a detailed view of this, wherein all these are divided into various categories as well: litigation, LD, penalty, bank guarantees, operations, finance, and sales. The amount which is due in these part and the not due part as well. The business unit wise analysis, the transaction details. So these things are available within the receivables part. So now I'll quickly walk you through the inventory part. So inventory, which is you can say a very tricky part, wherein if you are keeping inventory more in numbers, that might also hit you badly. And if you are keeping a less inventory, you might get a very hit in the market as well. So keeping a balance, checks and balances into inventory is very, very important. So keeping in mind the needs of the business with respect to the inventory, we have built this dashboard. So all of the data in the inventory part, you can see on your screen. So the typical abbreviation or the terminology on which this particular inventory dashboard is built in DSI, which is days sales of inventory, the number of days it takes to convert your inventory into sales. So your stock by state and city is available here. So you can see bigger the number, bigger the bubble size it will be. So you have most of your inventory of this particular company or this particular data set is lying in New Delhi. So if I click on this, I'll be able to see the DSI pertaining to this region, the net stock and the active items in this region. So this whole inventory has been also divided into 3 basic parameters based on the aging. So zero risk, moderate risk, and high risk. So as you can see, so these are also color coded. This is on the kind of numbers that they have. The high risk categories should obviously be focused more upon. And then you have the DSI trends available as well. On the top, you have quantity as well as value. So these numbers are in the quantity part, and if you want to see the numbers in value, you just need to click on this and you will be able to see. So on a click of buttons, you are able to see. So this is so smooth in actual practice, that very, very easy to use, very, very user friendly. Then you have the product wise analysis of inventory as well, wherein you have your consumables or your product groups and their aging as well. If I want to drill down to the next level, I can go up till the SKU level or the minimum level which you have in the industry. So this is very, very helpful from that point of view. So this is one of those modules which the industry leaders have liked over the years as well. So they want to practice, they want to obviously build their insights basis whatever this particular dashboards are giving, and then a lot of appreciations have come our way for these dashboards. So then location wise analysis. So as you can see, your stock by location, group, and interval is available. Stock by month and interval is available. Location name, obviously you can drill down to n level as well. So next, a very interesting part into this inventory dashboards, the FSN analysis. So obviously the company, people want to see which of the inventories are the fast moving, slow moving, and non moving inventories. Obviously people generally want to keep a very balanced approach, but then there should be a certain number for each and every category which they obviously have in their mind, and then they want to do business with respect to that as well. So also with respect to the store inventory, so for the manufacturing companies which have stores as well, so keeping the non-moving inventory, they always feel that they might be taking care of or taking space of some critical inventories as well. So obviously shelf space and becomes very, very critical. So they have limited space as well. They want to keep the most usable one in the shelf. So this is one of those pages which help them analyze which products are they keeping in their stock, and then if they want to move some products to some other categories, they can do obviously plan accordingly. So fast moving, slow moving, and non moving inventories are available. Number of products available into each category, and then whether that number has increased from the previous period, previous year, or previous month, which is available, stock quantities, and then the values pertaining to that. So FSN contribution across various months, how their contribution have varied. So these are available. Then by business unit, if I hover on this, you get a very exciting visual showing you their FSN analysis by their business unit. So by location as well, you can see the numbers So for any particular location, if you want to see, you can do that. Also, you have a FSN stock analysis wherein the stock quantity, this is the average per unit cost is available. So you always need to know where your fast moving, slow moving, and non moving inventories lie. So be it typically everyone would want to see the N on the bottom part itself, close to this part. So lesser number of average per unit cost and lesser number of stock quantity is what is admired. But obviously this depends, this can vary from business to business. And but the stock quantities might everyone would like to see in this area. So if I click on this, I'll be able to see for Bangalore region how the numbers are faring, then for Kolkata as well, or any particular region. So this is how you can leverage this, then by product as well. So in which product category, which are your FSN, what is the FSN number? So in ISS, you have slow moving inventories. That is why the numbers are so high. But in IPG, you have fast moving inventory. That is why you can see these trends. So these visuals might help you take control of your inventory. Okay, so moving on to the next one, the finance part, very, very important from every business perspective. So you have finance ratios on the front page wherein all your ratios, important ratios are mentioned. Revenue, gross margin, EBITDA, PBT, PAT, current ratio, debt equity, operating margin, interest coverage, and turnover ratio. Their comparisons with respect to previous year, and against that, obviously these are color coded as well. So you get an insight just by looking at these visuals. Then you have the KPI across different months. So as you can see, the current year comparisons with respect to previous year, the numbers are displayed with respect to various months. If I want to check for any particular ratio, I just need to click on this and this will change automatically. So as you can see, this has changed to current ratio. So for any particular other visual, if I want to check, I'll just do like this and this. So you can see how user friendly this is. So so from a single page, I can take all my decisions if I want to take it on a broader level. Obviously, if you want to go to the next level, you can see your current year versus previous year trends. You can see your budget versus actuals as well. You have your P&L summary against your direct expenses. So EBITDA, total gross margin or total income across BUs, right? So these things are available. Then your balance sheet is available. So also you can export these to the Excel format. So you can export these balance sheets as well as the underlying data set. So as you can see, so these options are available. You can export them, and then if you want to do certain analysis on top of it, you can do that. Then you have your cash flow as well. Your current year comparisons with respect to same time previous year, the change percentages against it, the previous year, and the change percentages against it as well. So these are color coded as well. Moving on to the purchase analysis part. So very, very important from a business perspective for those customers which have their purchases going very high. They typically want to analyze this, and then you get a lot of information, insights from these dashboards as well. So on the top, you have your open purchase orders, the total number of orders and the value against it. Your partially closed orders, the order and the value against it, the closed orders, and your total vendors and the products. Your top 10, top 20 vendors, till top 50 vendors, your recent purchases and the upcoming deliveries. So the recent purchases are your recent buys probably, which are showing you the purchases for the last 7 days, and similarly for the upcoming deliveries as well. For the next 7 days, what are the expected deliveries based on your expected delivery time? So these are available here. Just on a click of a button, I will be able to see this. Next, I have purchases by product category. In which category I purchase the most from this, I can see I purchase the most in PC category. The purchases number and the percentages are shown. Also, with respect to the new vendors which I have added across months, so these numbers are available. If I go by these numbers, in August month, I have added most of my vendors. If I click on this, I'll be able to see in which category I have added most of my vendors. So in the IPG category, I have added most of my vendors, so which is available from this particular visual. So these kind of cross-dimensional analysis are available. Then you have your purchase trends as well, current year comparisons with respect to previous year across months. Then if you want to go into detail of your open purchase orders as well. So across dimensional analysis is available, vendor wise, aging interval wise, in which business unit it is pending, in which geography it is pending, account manager wise, product wise, some of the customer wise. So these kind of open purchase order analysis are available. Then so partially closed purchase orders, some of the companies might have these numbers in huge quantity. Some of them might be having these in a very less quantity, but this case happens in most of the industries that we go to, that they want to track that sometimes the vendors uh, might send 14 of the 15 total items which the purchase order was made, and one item was still left, because of which the purchase order has not been transferred to close. Obviously, one of the KRAs for any purchase department is to convert the open purchase orders to the closed ones within that stipulated time. So this might harm your KRA as well if the partially purchase orders are not closed within this time interval. So these are available across dimensions as well as the open purchase orders. Next, moving on to a very important page, which is OTIF part. So on time in full, which is a standard practice across the big players, what we call in the market. So they keep a track of the OTIF so that they can keep their purchases in check. The current year comparisons of OTIF is done here as well with respect to the previous year. All the vendors are getting scorings against this particular parameter. So for those people for whom this particular term is new, I'll just say that this is one of the criteria through which you can check whether what you have ordered you have received within time interval or not. So in the previous example, when I was saying that out of 15, 14 were delivered, one was left. So if your vendor has done the same, so he will get 14 marks out of 15 and not the complete 15 marks. So this will help you. And if that was done within time, so if 14 of those items were not delivered within the time interval as well, so he will get a 0 mark. So this is simply how it goes. Your vendor should give all the purchases within time interval and in full quantity. So obviously this number should be pretty much on the higher side right now, what I can see from these visuals. So this might help you improve your overall purchase efficiency as well. So order summary is available, your early, on time, short and late deliveries. So the out of your total orders. So these are the total deliveries. The OTIF trend across months is available. So whether there were some seasonal trends, you can check it from here as well. By product categories, it is available. So obviously, to improve your OTIF score, you should focus more on your product category in which you are buying than your OTIF score by vendor, which is very, very important. So if I am buying more from Reddington, if I want to improve my score, I should check for Reddington or my total 4 or 5 vendors, which are my big vendors. So if I improve their score, my score will automatically improve. So this is what the general understanding is. So then you have a detailed view of your transactions as well. So the expected delivery time, what it was ordered and how it has come. So if I click on Redington, so you know what was the last orders that were done and the expected delivery time, and whether the delivery, what was the delivery status. One more analysis that we have here, if I go to the drill through section, so vendor profile, which helps me analyze this particular vendor. If I want to improve their score, I can quickly see what the analysis have been through, for which I get a detailed view as well, apart from the OTIF score. So I get their email IDs or the contact number, the ranking of this particular vendor, and the comparisons with respect to previous period. The total purchase value, orders, average days late this particular vendor has been, purchases this year compared to previous year, the last orders which we have done with this particular vendor, and their different scores, the quality score, delivery score, payment score, OTIF score, and based on all these scores, a vendor total score is available. So also the comparisons with respect to the previous period. So it has gone down from the previous period as well. If I want to go to the detail of these quality scores, if we are getting touch with the vendor and we want to improve, then obviously detailed analysis will be required. The quality score, if I click on this, I'll be able to see how this has fared across months, delivery score as well, then OTIF score as well. So this is the kind of analysis which is available. Then a very, very important page, purchase planning. So in the purchases, you might get into a situation where you have your L1, L2, L3, but you want to pick and choose which is the best one amongst them. So let's say if I want to buy for product category cloud, if I want to buy cloud services, so I typically know beforehand which are my top L1, L2, L3. Suppose these are my L1, L2, and L3 vendors. I just click on these, and their scores will be available with me. Okay, so as you can see, you have your different attributes: years in service, total number of orders, purchase value, quantity that you have purchased till now, average days late these have been. So delivery score, their quality score, the payment score, OTIF score, and the final score pertaining to that. So as you can see, the OTIF score is 100%. Vendor C, you have the agreement or the total number of years they have been with you for the last 5 years, less than one for A and B vendors. So the overall score for A and B is more than C, but then the total number of orders you have had with vendor C is much more than vendor A and B. So so there are a lot of attributes, not just the overall score, but you can see a lot of things available as well. You might go for vendor C if you have a critical order, but you can also give vendor A and B some more chances to prove their worth. So a very important page for those who want to analyze the different vendors. So this is kept in the purchase analysis as well. So I'm actually running short of time. I'll just wind this up, and also I'm on the last part itself. So we have CXO dashboards. So as I mentioned earlier as well, so crux of all the dashboards, be it sales, be it cash, finance trends, MIS, P&L, and balance sheets, cash flow. So all of these important parameters which are you can say a key for any CXO are kept in and bundled into this particular module. So I'll just walk you through one or two screens of this CXO dashboard, very, very important for any CXO. So you have seen the DSO in account receivables, you have seen DSI in inventory part, you have DPO in your account payables. So all of these combined into a single page gives you a cash conversion cycle. Very, very simple calculation. DSO plus DSI minus DPO will give you cash conversion cycle. So you know exactly whether you are performing good or bad from a single page. Your current assets, liabilities, and your working capital. Your business unit wise cash conversion cycle comparisons. Then you can choose among your SBUs as well, how your different SBUs are pairing as well. So all these filters are available. Then you have your projected cash flow. So one important thing for any CXO is to know the numbers. What is the projection? So any invoices or any collections which are pending, which are expected in the next few days. So these projections are based on that. Any payables are pending, any outstandings from our end. So this is that it is available and day on day analysis. So and so these kind of visuals and these kind of uh, data points might help any business user to take some very helpful decisions. Uh, some of our key customers who have been using this kind of product uh, uh, gave us a feedback that they are using it 10 minutes a day and then taking a lot of insights from this, managing their whole day, saving them a lot of time, and then which is adding to their productivity as well. So this is one of those key dashboards or key important areas which every business user like. So uh, uh, these are such designed by our expert team as well over the period of these since our inception. We have been working on various dashboards. So from this expertise we have gained from working across different industries. So uh, we have come across and build these dashboards. So these are used for these standard practices itself. So I believe uh, I have done. I have shown you all of this. So if there are any questions, we'll obviously take that in the Q&A session. But now I think we should head towards the quiz again. So if you have seen these dashboards and if you were keen enough to learn, then this might be your chance to win some prizes. Over to you, Prashant.
Yeah. Thanks, Alkesh. Thanks. Yes, we are entering into the second quiz phase, which will be based on the demonstration which Alkesh has shown or showcased in past 30 minutes. So over to you again, Sandeep and Prashant. So this is the second round of quiz. Again, same play.myquiz.org.
Thank you, sir. So we have another quiz. So for 5 questions we have in line, and so to join the quiz again, we are repeating that you need to just enter on the Google URL or Chrome URL myquiz.org, and then you need to type a quiz code that is 00825310, or maybe you can scan from your mobile phone to join this quiz. We have 5 active participation right now. तो हमारे पास 5 क्वेश्चंस हैं इस क्विज के अंदर भी, and 5 winners will announce after this quiz over. So let me share the link to join this quiz on the chat also. So everyone can check on the chat window to join this link. We have 5 questions. This is quiz number 2 and set of 5 questions. myquiz.org you need to join, or maybe you can scan from your mobile phone, or you can join from the link that we have shared on the chat box. The quiz code is 00825310. 15 active users we have right now, and we'll wait for more. Maybe in 1 or 2 minutes we'll start the quiz. Winners will be announced immediately after this quiz over. "19 active users. So you can join the quiz by scanning this code on the screen, or maybe typing a quiz code from your mobile by typing a URL myquiz.org. Or you can join from the link that we have shared on the chat window. We have around 20 active users to participate. So 1 more minute, we'll start this quiz.
So we are giving another chance to win exciting prizes. So I think Sandeep,
Let's
should
start. Yeah,
start now.
let's start. So we are starting the quiz. You may type your answers on your mobile screen or maybe on your laptop. So here's your first question.
In the sales dashboard, the year-on-year comparison shows growth percentage in color-coded format. Which of the following is true if the growth is shown in red? We have all 4 options.
The right answer is growth percent is less than 0 compared to previous year. And we have 70% right answer. Next question is, in the account receivable dashboard, DSO terms is used for, what does it stand for? 4 options, 4 seconds more to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So here's the right answer is the days sales outstanding is the right answer. 80% correct answers.
In the purchase dashboard, OTIF reports of company is available. What does OTIF stands for?
So you have 4 questions, 4
मैं होता तो D देता।
answers on the screen. Okay. आप D देते. First was the right answer, on time in full. 57% correct answers. The fourth question is,
Which of the following is true about self-service report in cockpit business suite? People are answering so fast.
so the right answer was the first one. We have another last question, 5 of 5 question. In the purchase dashboard, a visual of recent purchases is available. Is available for how many recent days it shows the current purchase? 7, 14, 21, and 5 are the options. And let's have the winner, please. So we have around 50% right answers. Let's see who all are the winner, top 5 winner. So RV stands first, Abhishek for second, Manthan is third, Shubham Rawat is fourth, and Yashi is fifth. Congratulations to all the winners. And we promise you a surprise gift. We'll contact you for the address so that we can deliver your goodies. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you, Prashant. So, friends, after this wonderful demonstration of the product and the quiz, if we have any questions to be asked, we have Mr. Abhishek Pansotra along with us in this particular panel. So, any questions, you can raise your hand or you can type it on the chat. We'll be happy to answer you.
So, sir, I think we are getting question from Jagmohan as Rishi, sir. How much time you take to go live? We have in the panel Mr.
Abhishek
Abhishek and Alkesh to answer. Abhishek, Alkesh, can you take this question, please?
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Jagmohan. I hope I'm audible.
So, Abhishek, if you can on your camera and then.
So I hope I'm audible first. Yeah?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Yes, Abhishek.
So, answering Mr. Jagmohan, so how much time it will take us to go live? So it's basically depending on which ERP we're working as of now. So in any case, if it is the inbuilt connectors, we have got connectors with SAP, with Microsoft Navision and AX. So couple of ERPs we have got already integrations with. So we usually takes around 2 to 3 months to go live with all these dashboards which Alkesh showcased.
And he's also asking that what kind of data you require.
So definitely the prime source of connectivity would be the ERP. As I mentioned, SAP and Navision or AX or any other ERP we can integrate these dashboards onto. And additionally, if somebody wants to integrate with any other kind of an integration platform or the source platforms, probably HRMS or anything, that can be integrated also. Right. I hope, Mr. Jagmohan, that answers your questions.
Here's another question. Once rolled out, do we need to have an SMA in-house?
Not necessary. In case if customizations are required over and above what general offerings are, in that case only SME would be required. Apart from that, an additional AMC would work. We need not have any dedicated SME to be placed in house for that entire running of the operations.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Jagmohan. Thanks.
Any other questions? I don't think anyone typing or asking any question. So I think, so friends, the business growth journey calls for a seamless data management and visualization implementation, understanding the macro trends and defining the business KPIs. Is this necessary? Yes, now it is mandatory for a future business growth and continuity. Thanking you all again for sparing your valuable time with us. I'm sure the hour spent was insightful and value addition for all. Thank you. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your time.